All right, so let's start from scratch. And whatever we missed because it was not recorded. All right, so let's go from scratch, guys. My mic was off on this end. Thank you. I see all of the texts now. I turned everything off. I'm so sorry, guys. You just saw me running my mouth for 15 minutes. I'm glad you hung around. Okay, let's start from scratch. Hold tight. All right, so today, today we're going to talk about Zen business and having a Zen business. And I don't know where I got lost at or how I messed all that up, but we're going to talk about having a Zen business. And oh God, I feel so lost now. How did I goof that up? All right, so we're going to talk about having a Zen business. And somewhere in the last 15 minutes, I have no clue what I talked about. So I'm just going to try and pick up here. But what I started out with was how I ended up in this business. And I have no clue what I talked about, but boy, it was good. Y'all missed it. Only one heard it was my dog. Maybe he can pick it up for me. But what we were talking about, or what I was talking about that you guys missed, was how I ended up in this business and what I decided to do. Now, the way that I initially got started into network marketing was about almost 2 years ago. It's been about 18 months. And now that explains why my phone was going off like crazy. I was trying to tell me my mic wasn't working. So, all right. So when I got in this business 18 months ago, I was like probably a lot of other people. I got in because, for the most part, what I needed to do was earn money. And that was my only concern. I needed to earn money. And like a lot of other people, I really wasn't caring. You know, I needed to pay. I need to pay my bills. That was the bottom line. I was broke. I was struggling, and that was it. I just needed to pay my bills. And so what was important to me? I'm still tripping that I had my mic off all this time. Oh my gosh. So what was needed at that time was I needed to be able to figure out a way to pay my bills. And I didn't know anything about the network marketing industry. I was like green. I had no clue. But what I did find out is that when I got into the industry, it was a me industry. It was basically focused on me, and the whole team building aspect. It was there, but it was harder for me to learn it because it was all about the money. You know, even though it was supposed to be the team aspect, it was really about the money. And what I found out is that that didn't work as well for me because I'm more of a spiritual entrepreneur. I'm more, what works better for me um, is something that allows me to be involved with the what, the why, the how of giving back to the community, being able to deal with people in the world that supports it. You know, I have to be able to be involved in the process and dealing with people. And so um, if my personal values are not supported, if I'm not able to put my hands on it and actually deal with people the way that I make my money, then it's just not going to work for me. So I realized very early on, after I started making some money, that this wasn't going to be something that was going to work. After I started making a little bit of money, I felt like that wasn't a good connection for me. Something where I could just make some money and just walk away from it wasn't going to fill my soul. So I had to do something that allowed me to be the best me. You know, something that just made money wasn't a good niche for me. I mean, I had tried a lot of different things, folks. I mean, affiliate marketing, you know, just all of that stuff. I work better when I'm helping people. That's something that I do good with. I mean, it sits well with me. And I mean, I'm known to push people. That's what I'm known to do, but it depends on how people look at pushing people. I push people, I feel like, into their excellence. And some people get offended by it. I look at it more along the lines of, you know, if you're not looking to be great, then I'm not the best mentor or coach for you. Because reality is there's a lot of people out here who are in situations where they just want to be mediocre. Well, you can be mediocre anyway, anywhere. But it's not a lot of people who get the opportunities or get the chances that I've been given. I mean, I don't come from money. I come from, being on welfare. My mom was on welfare. I grew up on welfare. I grew up in a poor neighborhood. I had every strike that was against me, and I made it through. So me and my sister were talking about this today. We had every strike against us. We grew up in drug-infested neighborhoods. We grew up living next to some of the biggest drug dealers in Chicago. And half of our friends are either dead or in jail. And we came out of that situation. I have a high school diploma. That's it. I don't have, any college degree whatsoever. And I've made more money than I can even imagine. Every odd that is against someone or should be against someone, single mom, 16 years old, grew up on welfare, was an abusive marriage. I've had bones fractured. I've had ribs fractured, my nose fractured. I've had everything done to me, had to go and hide and have a restraining order against my ex-husband. You name it, it's happened, and here I am. So when you look at situations and say, well, if that person can do it, why can't I? So when people come to me and tell me, I can't find 3 people to sign up. Oh yeah, I won't waste my time with you. You're right, I won't. Because I don't want to hear your excuses. So if people think I'm hard on them, it's because I know what I've overcome. I know what I've done. So when you tell me you can't find 3 people for me to get on the phone with you, you are absolutely 100% correct. I'm unwilling to waste my time because that means that you don't want it bad enough. See, your wants have to be great enough to overcome your needs, and most people don't feel that way. See, for me, I know what needs are. I stayed on welfare most of my adult life when I was younger. And then after I got into business and lost everything, lost my house, my cars, my dignity, my respect, I ended up back on welfare in my late 30s. So when someone tells me what they can't do, and then they don't do it, I'll drop you like a hot potato. And I have no problem telling you that. So when we talk about building a lifestyle business, for me, I'm looking for people who have the same dedication and desire as me. My desires outweigh anything else. My desire to succeed, my desire to be able to live without any worries, to be able to have money in the bank versus having the repo man contact me will make me find 3 people any day of the week. That's how I think. So I want to talk to you guys about creating the lifestyle of your dreams and why I do the things that I do and why I put in the time that I put in. Because some of you all know me from Facebook, but some of y'all really don't know me. When I have more time, I'm going to share my story with y'all because, people see things about you, and I always say, you don't know anybody's story. You just see the things. See, I always tell people, y'all see this. Y'all have no clue. It took time to get to this. But reality is, I grew up on welfare. I grew up in the hood. I was a statistic. I made it past the statistics. Most people are not willing to do the work to make it past their own statistics. They stop themselves with too many excuses. I choose to make my business the way that I do because I love being happy. And I've created the lifestyle of my dreams because it's a choice. I like smiling. The money provides opportunities and options, okay? We all have that option, though. Most of us choose not to take it. I made the choice. For 2 years, I busted my butt behind the scenes. Actually, more than 2 years. It was a few years. Some of y'all didn't have a clue who I was. No clue. And I was behind the scenes putting in 23 hours a day. Not looking like this, I promise you. Hair tied up in a nappy ponytail, bags under my eyes. I tell people I have vitamin D deficiency, and people say, "What's that?" I said, "That's from not going outside getting any sun for days at a time." I picked up probably about 50 pounds, which is why I'm on Skinny Body Care now, because I gained so much weight because I'd be eating whatever I could find in the house, chips, donuts, whatever I could run to the store real quick and grab. I mean, I was hustling it out. I didn't start making, you know, 5 figures a month just from nowhere. I did what most people are unwilling to do, and what most people still are unwilling to do. So, yeah, when someone tells me that they can't find a couple people, I don't have any problem telling you I will not call you and you will not get on the phone and waste my time, because you won't. If I could stay up for 23, 24 hours and email and call people, and even now to this day, I will get on the phone whatever time I need to. I've gotten up in the middle of the night when someone texts me and say I got such and such to do. I'll do it now. But the difference is now I don't have to hustle as hard because I have residual income coming in from all the work I've been doing for the last 5+ years. So I don't take excuses lightly from anyone. But I want to talk to you guys about, one, how you can join me or the person who put you on this hangout today. Because if they did, they're serious about their business, and they knew I was serious about my business. But we're going to talk about creating a lifestyle of your dreams, because reality is everyone's dream is different. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I was talking to someone a while back, and in the beginning, I thought when I got in this business, everybody wants to be rich. Everyone doesn't want to be rich. See, the money provides options and opportunities, but it's not the same for everyone. See, realistically, I was, years ago, I had a real estate and mortgage business, and I made a lot of money, and I had the big house. It was custom built, man. I had custom flooring and custom this and custom that. And when the real estate and mortgage industry collapsed, all that custom stuff was gone, including my equity, all my rental. I lost everything. It was devastating. And I came to realize I really didn't need any of that stuff. Marriage gone, had to take my kids out of their school. It was really, really sad. And in the end, none of that stuff really mattered. Couldn't keep any of it. Couldn't sell most of it because, the market went down. And you learn a lot about yourself as a person. So, you learn you can live with a lot less. And I said, next time around, I won't do that again. Will not. And I'm not. And now, I make almost as much money now. But I live in a nice condo in Atlanta. And I drive a 2009 car, Mercedes, and I barely drive it because I don't need a flashy car. I don't need all of those things. And you come to realize what's really important to you. And that's where having this Zen business comes in, because I'm at peace now. Years ago, maybe I thought I needed to impress someone. And the most important person I probably needed to impress was myself. I needed to prove to myself. And now I really don't. Now it's more about helping people. The truth of the matter is I could live for way less money than I make. That's really the truth. But now, how about I pull some people up here with me? How many other people would want to live this lifestyle and have excess money coming in? That's really my mission now. So I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the things that I changed in my life and some of the things that I do, and it allows me to live the lifestyle of my dream. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm having fun in my business. And for those of you guys who were invited by me, I'd love to invite you to join me on this journey, because we're changing lives, we're having fun, and this has been the first time in a very long time that I've smiled as much as I have and been paid to do it. So I want to invite you to join me on this journey, or get back to the person who invited you here today and join them, because you're going to love the community that we've built with this company, Skinny Body Care. So either click on the link below if I invited you, and if someone else invited you, get back in touch with them, and it's going to be one of the best decisions you've made. So let me talk about the first thing, which is eliminating the clutter. Now, if you're thinking let me first say, when I say eliminating the clutter, I'm not talking about in your house, I'm talking about people. Man, I can tell you, I dumped so many people in my life. I barely have, um, well, I won't say I barely have friends. I have a lot of new friends, but I dumped a ton of people in my life. And the reason why was because we just didn't gel anymore. See, for me, I've always known that I was destined to be successful. I've always known that I was a seven-figure earner, but didn't nobody else believe me. So I think they all thought I was crazy. Um, Even my family members, I think they would listen to me and just go, she owns something. She must be smoking something. So when I would tell people that even after I lost everything, no one believed me. I would say I'm destined to earn seven figures. I'm a seven-figure earner. That they would look at me and be like, okay, Pam, that's real good. That's nice. Even after I lost everything, the only person I know 100% believed in me was my fiance. And even with him, I was talking to him about this earlier today. I said, babe, you remember when I told you I was going to be, that I was destined to be a seven-figure earner, and that and within the next couple of years that we would look back at this situation and laugh? Now, this was around the time that my car note and his car note was behind. And my car note was probably about 3 months behind. I don't know, maybe four, who knows? It was so far behind, I lost count. And his car note got behind because he was trying to help keep my car note from being behind. So we would kind of juggle car notes. So um, it was just a mess, a hot mess. Oh, just everything got so messed up. But I tell you what, that man supported me. And we just kind of laughed about it. He said, yeah, babe, I remember. I said, in your head, though, you was probably saying, yeah, you're going to be a seven-figure earner. I said, but in your head, you was going, she need to get her a job. So, but he always, always supported my dreams. And no matter what, we struggled it out together, which is why I'm marrying that man. He's a good man. But he always made sure that we were taken care of, even when it was just really hard and we were just sitting here trying to figure out how to do this and how to do that. So he always supported my dreams, and even when it was rough sometimes and didn't know how we were going to do anything, he always said, babe, you can do this, and he always had my back on everything. So the thing is that I always knew what I was capable of. And you got to have somebody in your corner. So I cut people out, because a lot of people didn't believe in me. A lot of people, when I would talk to them about trying to work with me or do business with me, they would look at me like I had seven eyes, all going down the middle of my head. So you have to sometimes cut the clutter, and the clutter is people around you. And I know that may sound cruel, but that's your reality. If you know you're destined to do something great, if you know you're destined to do better things, then you got to cut people out your life, because what will happen is, as you're talking to them about your vision and your dreams, they will cut you down, man. They will cut you down quick. They will say things like, yeah, but that stuff don't work. People don't really make money doing that. Yeah, I knew somebody like that who lost $35. Man, cut them off. Be like, oh, really? Hold on a second. And then all of a sudden the phone go, cut them off. That's the end of the conversation. That'd be the last conversation I have with people. And I know that may sound cruel to you, but see, you're not going to get in the way of me and my dream and my vision. And those people still got jobs while they cutting you down. So literally cut the clutter and get rid of folks, okay? That's how you start creating your vision and your lifestyle and living your dream, is getting rid of people who have no vision and they lack any type of vision for moving forward with their life. They're dream killers is what they are. Now, the second thing is integrating your dream and your vision into your life. Now, here's the thing that most of y'all are not willing to do, or may have a problem with doing. See, now I'm able to work when I want to, but it's because I put in the time to get here. There was a time where I put in 20 hours some days, 23 hours some days. I took cat naps. I took 15-minute naps. Now, there's kind of like the running joke. Tim Miller, who's one of the leaders in our company, called me last night, probably by 11 o'clock. And then he jokingly said, oh, you about to go to sleep? Because I sleep very soundly every night. And I get up early though, but I get up at maybe 6:30 so I can work out. But there was a time where I stayed up all night. I was known to stay up all night. You can call me at any time or catch me online at any time because I was up hustling. And I had an accountability partner, and she and I would just be up all hours of the night, just hammering it out. Me and Renee Fouché, boy, we would be up killing it. And it was like team no sleep, just hitting it. Well, now I don't have to do that. You know, I work, I spend my day, I might take my dog out for a walk, I might go out for a stroll, I might go out and get me a massage, go get me a manicure, might hang out with my man, you know, who knows? And then I put in some time. The thing is that I designed my business to work around my life now because I put the time in and the money is residual, so it's coming in now. So I've designed a business that works around my life now, not the reverse, but it comes from putting that time in the beginning. How many of you guys are willing to do that? Are you willing to make some sacrifices for 6 months or a year or even 2 years if it takes that so that you can live the rest of your life however you want to? You know, most people are not willing to do that. Most people are not willing to make that sacrifice for a year, 2 years, or 3 years so you can live the rest of your life doing whatever the heck you want to. No, that's what I did. You know, I wouldn't get on the phone and talk to people. You couldn't just get on the phone and chit-chat with me. I never turned on my TV. I had no clue what was going on. If somebody got shot down the street, I wouldn't even know because I didn't even turn on my TV. I was hustling. I was grinding. I was doing whatever it took because I had a vision of where I wanted my life to be. I had a clear vision of where I wanted my life to be. Most people are not doing that because they want it instant. They want someone to do it for them. I didn't expect nobody to do anything for me. I did it. I taught myself web design. I taught myself graphics. I taught myself HTML. Man, I taught myself everything. Didn't nobody do it for me. And I got to be honest with you. And this is not directed at anybody because I have no clue who's watching this. But man, some of y'all are just lazy. Lazy. Y'all want somebody to do this for you. You want somebody to do that for you. You want somebody to, man, I wonder sometimes if y'all want me to come there and cook y'all breakfast. Y'all are lazy. When I tell you I didn't know how to do anything when I first came online, I didn't know how to do anything. Anything. I learned it all. I taught myself. I got on Google. I watched videos. I bought books. I did it all because I was hungry. I was hungry. Let me make it clear to somebody who's watching this. To get the lifestyle of my dreams right now where I'm doing 5 figures a month, where money is coming in every day, make no mistakes, I earned it. Nobody gave me anything. Some of y'all want it delivered to you. You want somebody to come to your house. You want somebody to put you in the shower. You want somebody to wipe your butt. You want somebody to dress you every day. You want somebody to fix your meals for you and pay you. That's what y'all want. It don't happen that way. I assure you, any and everyone that's making money, they busted their butt. That's how you get the lifestyle of your dreams for the rest of your life. You do some work. You do some work, and then you get paid over and over again by doing the work. But y'all not willing to put up a year or 2 years or 3 years. Y'all don't even want to do a month. Y'all don't want to give up a month of your life to live for the rest of your life. Listen. You can have the lifestyle of your dreams. You can live however you want. I can't even say it because he might be watching, but my fiance's birthday is the week that we're taking a company trip, and he has no clue what's being set up for him. But I can afford it. I can afford it. 2 years ago, I could barely afford to buy him a cake. But it's because I busted my butt. What are you willing to do to have the lifestyle of your dreams so that you can have 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 grand or more a month? Not a year, but a month coming in. That's how you get to this space. Not by constantly having your hand out or asking somebody for help. What are you willing to do? Most of you guys are not willing to do that. Okay? The next thing is simplify and streamline. Listen, some of y'all are making this way, 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 way too complex. Way too complex. You come in and somebody says, write down 5 people, write down 10 people, Write down 20 people we can call, and then you won't do it. Someone says, here's how I got here. I found 20 people and then contacted them. And now I'm making $10,000 a month. Okay? And then what do? Well, I'd rather do this because that's easier for me. Do you want to do it the easy way, or do you want to do it the way that works? Okay? Do you want to simplify this process and streamline it, or do you want to do it a way that you don't know what you're doing or if it's going to work? Folks, listen. When someone has paved a way for you and they've already done something and they've proven it works, meaning that it's already been done by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people and they're earning, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, you might want to listen. Some of you guys are making this so complex that you're setting yourself up for failure, meaning you're uncoachable. So if you want a simplified business, meaning it's zen, it's easy, listen, then do. Listen, then do. It's very easy to succeed in this business. I tell people, if I knew a couple years ago what I know now, if I met the people I'm meeting now, I honestly would be making over $1 million a year. I kid you not. Some of that, I had to go through the school of hard knocks because I didn't know. And nobody was willing to teach me. So unfortunately, I had to learn the hard way. Man, I wish someone had taught me. I had to learn the hard way. No one taught me. So some of that I just had to hustle it out on my own. No one was willing to mentor me. So I learned on my own. But some of you guys are just not willing to take any direction. Someone says do this and you go, I'd rather do it this way. Streamline and simplify. If someone says follow this, don't go say, well, I want to do it this way. This way is not proven. The other thing is, be authentic. I talk about this all the time. Some of you guys are just fake and phony. If you have never made any money, don't fake it. One thing that's really horrible is someone who tries to pretend to be something that they're not. If you've never made any money, then just say, I haven't made any money. If you've never done something before, it's really okay to say, listen, I've never done it, but you know what? I'm excited about doing it. When I got started, I wasn't making money. I didn't tell people I did. I was excited about being excited. And that's what I told people. I was like, listen, I'm ready to do some things. I'm ready to get out here and kick some butt. I am ready to make some things happen. And I just shared my excitement with people. And I would get people involved in working with me by simply being excited. They had no clue what I was excited about. They just knew I was excited. And they just wanted to partner with me because I had this energy. And even to this day, I have people contact me because they're attracted to the energy I have. So sometimes you don't, that whole showboating and flashing money and talking about, you did this. People get sick of hearing that, man. I get so sick sometimes of seeing people talk about how much money they got or what they did and me. I mean, good for you. What are you going to do for me? How are you going to change my life? How are you going to help me? I mean, that gets old after a while. I'm glad you got a Bentley. I'm glad you got this. Are you bringing it to my house? When do I get to drive it? I mean, your Bentley don't benefit me. Your big house don't benefit me. I mean, after a while, that gets really old. I mean, have I tried that? Yeah, in the beginning I did because I didn't know any better. I was just watching other people and trying to figure out what the heck should I do to try and earn some money. But I realized that didn't benefit anyone, especially it didn't benefit the people that I was trying to serve. I wasn't taking my car to their house, and realistically, I drive a 2009. No offense. I do have a Benz, but it's a 2009. We're in 2014, so that ain't hot. So when we're around to me, yeah, I got my 2009 Benz, and we're in 2014. Let's keep it real. So you can't be running around talking about, yeah, y'all want to ride my 2009 Benz. So that's not something that you want to go around hollering at people. I mean, I'm good with my car because I'm not trying to front for nobody. I'm trying to build my bank account, so I'm not trying to run around. My car runs and it's good. But what I'm saying is people who run around trying to front, renting cars and trying to bling bling for people. That's not what I'm about. So you got to think when you're trying to attract people, who do I want? Do I want people that's trying to make fast cash, or do I want people that's trying to build long-term residual wealth? So, all of that is a big game to people. So I don't flash that. I went in my account and deleted everything that has something to do with showing money. And I started speaking to people's spirit. I started speaking to their heart. What is it that you want? Because see, the money buys stuff and it buys options, but it does things like, for me, it's like for my fiance, it's going to buy him memories. For his birthday, it's buying us a memory. It's buying that chance to be able to go spend a week away for his birthday and for him to have all of these exciting things that's going to happen every day, for us to be able to go hang out with our new friends. Those are the things that money can buy for you. I mean, a car, a big deal. It's a car. A car does the same thing. It takes you from one place to the next. Does it matter whether the seats are more plush? I mean, maybe, but realistically, who are you trying to impress? Been there, done that. I'm not trying to impress nobody with a car. I mean, I care less what you think about what I drive as far as a car is concerned. It just drives me to the store. I mean, I live 5 minutes from the store. I can walk to the store. So I'm not trying to impress nobody with my car. If that's important to you, then good for you. But I don't really care what you think about what I drive or what I don't drive or where I live. All that stuff matters to me and my man. That's none of your business. So, you got to really start thinking about stuff. Who I change, I mean, how many people's lives I change. Now, that stuff's important to me. Okay? That's where I'm at peace with. I'm at peace when I get messages behind the scene, and I don't even share that kind of stuff with people. When people message me behind the scene and they say, that really helped me because of this, or I resonate with what you said because of this, that stuff matters to me. That's the stuff that matters to me. And I get 5 or 10 messages like that a day. Now, that's the stuff that means something to me. Or when someone messages me and says, I was able to do this financially because of this. That's the stuff that matters to me. I have people who make money and are buying homes and doing stuff because of them connecting with me. And I don't throw that out there ever. But those are the things that matter to me. So, you got to really know what your purpose is. And when you're working and walking in your purpose, that's important. To me, that's designing a lifestyle around your dream, because I always knew, for me, that I was here for a bigger purpose. And money follows purpose. And God's blessed me to be able to have that opportunity where I can make money doing this. So I get paid to help other people make money. I get paid to help other people, and so that they can be able to take care of their families. And as a result, I get paid very well, and I'm able to make a good living doing it. So you got to know what your whole purpose is and why you're doing it. And it goes way beyond just making some money and flashing cars and flashing money and talking about you live in a big crib. All that's kind of old. So be authentic. Be who you are. That's not who I am. Really not who I am. Now, the other thing is, too, is less is more. Guys, focus on solving people's problems. At the end of the day, it's really not about money to most people, believe it or not. They think it is, but it's really not about money to most people. It's about solving problems for them. Most people have issues that money would solve their problem, but it's really not about money for most people. It's about maybe living in a better community. It's about maybe being able to spend more time with their kids or their loved ones. It's about maybe losing weight. It's about being able to spend maybe last days with a dying family member. And money provides, again, what I say, options and opportunities. That's really what money does for them. So you need to be able to solve people's problems, and the only way that you do that is by talking to people sometimes. So the best way to do that is build relationships, find out. Sometimes, like I said, you need to know people. So if you get in people's heads, you find out what it is they need, then that's how you can really get to what the root of their issue is. So again, less is more, meaning that don't just kind of go in and assume what they need. So don't go in and just, oh, my company solved your problem. Go in and you know, less about you, okay? More about them. All right. So that's a way that you can really find out what people need, is kind of give them information about what you can provide to them, meaning provide social content that's going to really provoke them into thinking a little bit more. Like for me, I focus more on leadership information, on law of attraction. I focus more on providing them with thoughts that will help them build their mind. A lot of mindset, thought-provoking type things. That's more of the direction I come in, because I really believe that wealth is in abundance and that people can change the way that they think about money when they change their thoughts. So that's kind of the direction that I go in. And then I'm a little edgy with my marketing, so I put stuff out there that kind of pushes people to the edge sometimes, because I want people to be like, well, who is this chick and where is she coming from with this? And that gets me in their head and gets me where I get a little bit of a lot of followers, and allows me to build connections with them. So that's what you want to do when you're connecting with people, is find kind of what your place is with them, and that's going to allow you to build your business, okay? Now, another thing that you really want to do when you're trying to build your lifestyle business is you want to kind of find a way to amaze people. And what I mean by that is what's different about you. No, I'm constantly talking about if you blend in, there's no way to stand out. For me, I just decided to be myself. I say what comes out my mouth. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I'm real, I'm authentic. I don't try to sugarcoat things for people. And more than anything, I come from the gut. So, you know, I share my story with people. It's raw, it's truthful. I don't sugarcoat anything, and I don't use a filter. For some people that works, for other people it doesn't, you know, but it works for me because I'm not sitting here like some people trying to remember what lie I told last week. I'm not trying to remember what story I fabricated. You know, I don't have to remember what version of the truth I gave to people. What you hear and what you see is what you get. It's the same last week, it's the same last year, and it was the same 10, 20 years ago. So I'm the real deal. And that works for me. And, you know, I'm able to kind of connect with people on different levels because they see me as someone that they can relate to, you know, whether they've been on welfare, whether they went to college, whether they didn't go to college, whether they've been in an abusive relationship. You know, I understand people on different levels because I've had money, I've been poor, you know, I've been in different, you know, different situations. So I'm about as real as you get. And because of that, you know, I'm able to connect with people. I don't come off as this, you know, regardless of what people may see, I'm not this snooty, stuck-up person that some folks may think that I am. You know, I know what it's like to not have anything. I also know what it's like to have something, but I'm centered. I'm centered as a real person. I meditate, I pray, I believe in God, but at the same time, I also know what it's like to not have money and then to go to money and then go back to not having money. So, you know, for me, I think a lot of people are surprised at who I am, and they're shocked that I've been able to maybe accomplish so much, but I tell them, you know, I'm still the same person. So, you know, you have to find who you are and then meet people where they're at, but still find a way to take them out of their comfort zone. So I just go at people. You know, I say whatever is on my mind and go there. That allows me to build an audience. It allows me to build my business because I think you have a lot of people who wish they could say that stuff sometime. They wish they could be that person with no filter. They wish that they could be that person who, you know, 1 minute talks about God and the next minute is willing to call somebody on their game. And that's me, because that's just who I am. I'm that person in person in real life, but I'm that person on social media. I don't change who I am. I'm unwilling to put on two different faces to, I guess, amuse people. What you see is what you get. So the other thing, and then too, you got to remember, you have to do what works for you, not what works for someone else. You don't want to ever be that person who, You don't want to be that person that conforms, okay? Conforming is not cool. You know, conforming doesn't work for me. I don't want to be the person who makes people feel comfortable. If you feel uncomfortable around me, I'm not the person for you. I'm unwilling to conform to what's normal and what's standard, because I'm not normal. I'm not standard. I'm extraordinary. I'm out of your norm. I don't fit in a box. You can't put me into any type of box by no, you know, there's no way it's possible. And so if everyone, I always say this, if everyone is going to the left, I'm going to be the person that's screaming. You know, I'm going to be the person jumping around in circles. I'm not even going to the right. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get noticed. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get my point across. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to break outside of the mold. So if everyone else is doing something, you best believe I'm not doing it. It just means that for me, I got to do me. I got to do what it takes to make some things happen. And that doesn't mean that I can't work in a team environment. It simply means that I'm unwilling to take no for an answer. I'm unwilling to stand back and watch my shit pass by. So you have to ask yourself, how do you get the business where you're earning the type of money that you want? How do you create a business where everyone wants to join your team and be part of your dream vision? It's by standing out, not blending in. Who wants to be part of boring? Who wants to be part of what everyone else is doing? If everyone else is doing the same exact thing, then why not just go join someone else? If everyone else is doing the same exact thing, then I could just go be part of their business, right? I mean, if you're doing the same exact thing as everyone else, then you just blend in. I want to be part of something that's extraordinary. I want to be part of something that's special. I want to be part of something that's different and unique. I need to be part of someone that stands out in the crowd, not someone who blends in. If everyone else is wearing green t-shirts, then I'm going to be wearing orange. So I want to be the one that's different from everyone else. What are you doing to make yourself different? Okay? So that's what you want to do. Now, at the same time, while all of this craziness is going on, I also need to have my calm. Okay? So in the midst of all this craziness, you want to be the calm. You want to be the center of the storm, meaning that while all of this is going on, that you're centered. So for me, I meditate, I pray. I'm always the person that people can come and trust. I'm always the person that I would say the trustworthy person. I'm the person that, you know, I'm there to the end. So I built my business and chose this business because I see myself here doing this for a very long time. I see myself building a very large team with this company. And it's important for me to surround myself around trustworthy people. So when you're building a business, you want to look for people just like you. You want to attract people just like you. And I did a training the other day on attraction marketing where I talked about, you know, how to attract people that are just like you. So what do you look for in a business? How do you build a business that's going to be what I call Zen? Well, you want to find people that are similar to you. You're always constantly trying to attract people that are like you. So the same goes for this. For me, I'm looking for trustworthy people. I don't want to look for people who, as soon as I turn my back, they're trying to get out their knife or their gun. I don't want to look for people who are trying to figure out how they can up me one or anything else or steal anything from me. So you always want to look for people who have a similar mindset, who have similar thought processes, who are in it to win it like you, but who want to help uplift you, not pull you down. And that's the type of business that you want to grow and nurture, because people who are there to win with you, people who are there to help you excel in life, and people who are there to help build you up will always be your friends. See, for me, it's important to build a business where not only am I making money, but that I'm building friendships. You know, for me, I'm looking for partners now who not only can we make money together, but that we can grow old together. I'm 43 years old. I want to have business where I can call my friends up and say, hey, what you doing next weekend? Let's head out to Barbados. Let's head here, because not only are we making money together, but we're traveling together and we're hanging together and we're, we know about each other's families and we're sharing in the good times together because we're building wealth long term. This is a long-term investment for me time-wise. So I'm looking for those types of people. That's how you build a business and a lifestyle for yourself, by finding people who have similar traits as you, who want to travel, who want to hang out, who want to rent yachts with you. So you have to remember what it is that you're looking for and what it is that you desire, and then you find similar people to you. So that's what I meant by saying, what is it that you desire for yourself? What type of lifestyle is it that you desire for yourself? Are you looking to travel? Are you looking to be a homebody? And those are the types of people that you look for. You look for people who have similar dreams and similar visions as you. And then you build the business with them. You find people who have similar desires as you, and you create a synergy with each other, and you guys help each other build your dream vision. You help each other build your businesses together, and you help each other create wealth. And that's what this is about, how you can create the business of your dream, how you can start building the type of long-term wealth. And you use, like for me, I'm using Skinny Body Care as that vehicle to do it. I'm using Skinny Body Care to get healthy, and as a process of that, it's going to create the long-term residual wealth that I want to have, that lifestyle for myself. And you can do the exact same thing too. It's all about having a clear vision of what you want for yourself. It's all about putting in the time to make that lifestyle and that vision a reality. But anyone can do it. You just need to know what you want, how you desire for it to happen, and then putting in the time to make it happen for yourself. So if you were invited here by someone that's on my team, please get back in touch with them. Let them know that you're ready to get started, and they will help you get started. If you were invited by me, then click on the link below and join me and get started, or inbox me and I'll get you started today. Help you create the lifestyle of your dreams using Skinny Body Care, and you'll be happy that you did. It's one of the best decisions that I've made. I work less, I smile a whole lot more, and I can assure you that this company is going places very far and you don't want to miss out on it. If you guys have any questions, I am more than happy to answer them for you. I'm going to take a few questions, especially since you guys missed out on the first part of it. Let me refresh and make sure I haven't missed any questions. If you guys have any questions, feel free. I was going to say, Tim, the thing about where I'm at this stage in my life is I feel, and Tim won't know what I'm talking about when I say this, like my theme song is going to be I'm Coming Out. Because I feel like so alive now. It's like this stage I'm at in my life where I feel like I'm coming out, because it's just like a different vibe. The different energy that I'm feeling is like really feel like I'm coming out is like going to be my theme song. Tim will know what I'm talking about when I say that. All right, if you guys have any questions, and one other thing I'm going to cover with you guys before I go, when I talk about being at peace with the business that you're in, if you already have a business that you're doing, if you have a business that you're doing right now, the most important thing that I've probably learned more than anything is if you have a team, and even if you don't have a team, you have to literally live for your team. And let me tell you what I mean by that. When you're living for your team and you're focused on helping them, the money follows it. I promise you. Someone had explained that part to me a long time ago. I kind of missed that part. I think I was so focused on, gotta pay the bills, gotta pay the bills, gotta pay the bills. I totally missed that. And if I had understood that part, like the more I help other people, the more I make. And that's literally the truth. The more I helped other people, the more I made. And I'm now so happy and so proud of their successes, and what, when they win, it's like me personally winning. I feel like a proud mom when it happens. And like behind the scenes, when I get the messages of what they're doing and how they're succeeding and how they're winning, I feel like I've personally done it. I don't know how I can explain that to you, but it's like I feel like this proud mama bird or something. I don't know. It's just very weird. But when someone like will write me or send me a message and they're like, such and such happened, or I did this or this happened, even for companies I'm not even involved in anymore, and I hear about something that someone's done, I just like swell up, and I'm such a crybaby. I'm like always bawling now. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited when I hear about somebody excelling, especially when I know where they came from and I know what's happening to them. Because the thing is, so many people quit, and they'll quit like right before it's time for them to take off. So many people will quit right before it's time for them to take off. So when I hear people who like, take off and things just start happening for them, you have no clue how that feels on the inside. And the thing is like, told you, crybaby. Knowing that you had a small part in it is like huge. Knowing that you had like this tiny part in it makes you feel so big. So sorry, but it makes you feel so big, and it's not the money anymore because you don't get any of the money, but just knowing you had like this tiny part in it in some kind of way makes you feel so big. And so that's why you do the things. That's why I do the things that I do, because changing people's lives is like huge. And knowing that it changes their family, and knowing that, one of the girls I work with, when she moved out of the homeless shelter, just like huge. So I love this. And just being part of this industry and knowing that I'm blessed with the opportunity to do this on a daily basis, and then I get paid for it, just means a lot to me. So I just want to thank you guys, and let me see if I have any questions, because as usual, I start crying because I get all mushy. All right, guys, if you have no questions, then I'm going to wrap up because I start bawling. I do the ugly crying. I've got makeup on. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, feel free to post them. I'm going to edit this video for the 15 minutes that I... You have to ask Mojo. Yeah, and like Mojo's like sleep. I'm going to edit the video and put it back up, but it'll be up here so you guys can watch it. And thank you guys so much. I really am just so thankful to be part of this team and this family, and to assist you guys in any way. It's been quite a journey. It's been such a blessing. It really has. You guys have no clue. Me and my sister was talking earlier, and it's just been an amazing ride from where we've come from to all of this, and just being able to share my story with you guys, and to have so many people who actually care to hear it is just, it's just really amazing. I tell, it's really funny because to me, like I'm telling my sister, I'm just like her little sister. I'm just Pam from Chicago. And so, when I have the opportunity to share, it's just always a blessing, because I hope that it helps someone else, and I hope that it blesses someone else's life to understand that if I can do it, anyone can do it, and that this opportunity is available for anyone. You just have to be willing to reach out and take it. But I pray for everyone that you guys will take this business serious, because we have so much available to us in the way of trainings, in the way of everything. They've provided everything to us, but you have to want it, and that's what's been given to us in the way of mentorship and leadership. They've given us everything that we need. So thank you guys again. If you have any questions, feel free to post them or come to my page or in the group, whatever you need, we're here to help. Thank you guys again. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I'm going to get ugly now, so I need to go. Take care. Bye-bye.